Hi everybody, it's Mr. Gray here. Thank you again for another fantastic week, specifically Staff Appreciation Week, and so much of the support and kind words that have come from you and your students this week. I feel hugely appreciated. It's really incredible, kind of the outpouring of support that comes out this week. So I really thank you so much already. I've received really generous gift cards, of all sorts, and it's really wonderful. So thank you very much. I'm happy to be here teaching and with your kids. So thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. We're getting close now to the end of the year. We're in the final month of the year, believe it or not. There's less than a month left of school. We're shifting now away from what we've been doing all year, where we have kind of discrete things we're working on in every subject, and that is kind of getting things are kind of blending together, and there's more kind of projects going on that we're going back and forth between. So if you looked at the updates page, it's a little bit lacking of what we would normally have. There's not so much happening in each subject, but there's kind of a bunch of things happening. So we're very busy next week. I sent you on the email the year in photos and the video that I've taken throughout the year. So if you want to download any pictures from this year, you can look at that in the email. I also sent you a link to the bowling permission slip. We're going bowling. All fifth grade is going together. Miss Kelly's class and Miss Borden's class. We're going on Wednesday, June 4th, I believe. And so you can fill out the permission slip, please. And then secondly is to send in a donation of $35, which would mean cash or check. And really that pays for the bus and the bowling itself. It's so the kids get shoes and all that stuff. And that really helps us try to keep doing these field trips in the future. So you can send that anytime you'd like, but please go ahead and send it in. In reading, we're going to do a novel study for a couple weeks called The Girl Who Drank the Moon. We kind of ran out of time this year. We were hoping to do a little bit more in the fantasy book realm, but we will get to actually do this novel study and talk more about fantasy books and some of the characteristics, as well as I'm reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis, and we're talking about fantasy, the elements of fantasy stories there. Probably at some point in the near future, I'll send you a permission slip to watch the movie The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe on the last day of school. It's a PG movie, so I need your permission to watch it, but it'll be great because we're reading the book out loud, and then we'll get to watch the movie. That'll be kind of our end-of-year celebration, will be to watch that movie. That'll be great. We're not doing anything specific in writing, although we might do some writing next week, and then same with math. We're not doing anything specific, although we might get into a little bit depending on how the week goes. In social studies, the students are preparing for the Walk to the American Revolution, which is happening on Monday, May 19th. They will be kind of building props and painting them and getting things ready. So that'll be really fun, as well as putting together a skit and learning their own part. Hopefully they're talking to you about their costume. They might be bringing Amazon boxes in so we can use cardboard for props starting on Monday. The kids will go to Science Lab with Mrs. DeMarco. We might continue working on our analogies project. We'll be playing tennis ball golf with our buddies. The kids are working on Chit Chat number 4, and we're starting our annual Jeopardy tournament next week. All of the kids will be involved. They're in, and so we'll do groups of Jeopardy games, and we'll have a tournament, and we'll work on that for a few weeks until we have a class Jeopardy champion. So that will be really fun. So we have tons of things going on as usual, but not exactly what this year has looked like up to this point, but it'll still be lots of fun and lots of academic work. The last thing I want to tell you is on Wednesday, the school district is coming to our classroom to videotape me teaching as like a representative of the APIS program. So that one of the resources that will be available on the IUSD website will be videos about APIS, and it'll be me teaching the kids working on a specific project next week. And they'll also interview me and interview some of the students in our class. That'll be really fun. I'll kind of prep the kids for that, but I think they'll really be really entertained by seeing people come video our class, and they're working on a really cool project with that. So that's all that's happening this week. We just have a few weeks left. I can't believe it, but hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.